This video is to show you how to make a pinch pot using air dry clay. First, open up your bag of clay. Try not to slice the bag all the way open, as you will need to keep some of the clay for later on. Open it up and break off about half the clay. It should come apart quite easily. Don't worry if it comes out in pieces. Keep about half the clay still in the packet for later on, and put the bag to one side. You won't need that. You might also want with you some water. Okay. Once you've got the clay out, squish it together for a bit so that it becomes one solid ball. Roll it around if you need to. Okay. Once you have roughly a ball, you can start making your pot. What you're going to do is stick your thumb into the middle and using your thumb and fingers start pinching it out and in. Okay, so slowly going to squeeze. Take your time. Try and keep it as even as possible. It won't be even to begin with. Try and keep the outsides even as well. You can make it as deep or as shallow as you need to, depending on the shape of pot that you want to have at the end. You can keep the bottom flat by patting it or just tapping it lightly. Okay. If it's thicker in some areas than others, don't worry. Keep pinching. If you want to keep the top surface even, just turn it upside down, pat it gently. Okay, I'm going to pinch this out a little bit more. A little bit more. Now, noticing here there's a bit of a seam, a bit of a crack, so I'm going to just dip my hand into the water, and that will help to smooth it out a bit. If you find that the clay is drying out, just dip your hand into the water. Okay. Okay, I'm noticing that it's not very even again, so I'm going to pat it down. Try and smooth up the edges. I'm noticing that this is quite thin, whereas the other area is quite thick, so I'm going to try and move some of the clay over. So I'm just pinching it and squeezing it along. Take your time with it. If it comes off, brilliant. Use it to patch up. And you can use water to smooth the outside. It's a good idea to keep it moving so that it doesn't get stuck to the table. You can also use the water to smooth out the inside as well if you like. I'm going to turn it upside down again. Once you've got the water on, it is harder to handle, so it becomes a bit more slippery. Just want to give it another pat. This is a good stage for you to put your initials in. So just give it a bit of a smooth finish. When you're smoothing it from, if it's upside down, be very gentle with these edges. They will be the bottom, the top edges here will be a bit weaker. Talia, can I use the cutting tool? While it's upside down, thank you very much, just carve in your initials very gently, don't go too deeply, so that you know that it's yours. Doesn't have to be perfect, no one's going to see the bottom, just make sure you can identify it. Okay, then gently prise it off. You should have the initials. You can put it back down. Again, smooth your edges. Try and get it as even as you can. And you're done. The basic pinch pot is finished. Help.
That's a technical issue, isn't it?
Yes.
Can't see your mouse.